Couple Hawaiian FM 100.3, 99.1, and online at couparadio.com. As promised, we're talking with our friends over at Hawaiʻi County with this great partnership that's just come to be. John is actually a part of this, and John, and he's here to share with us how our Hawaiʻi County is coming together to make this happen with Hele On. Now, it's interesting, John, because, you know, if you don't have children in the public school sector, you probably are wondering, what are you talking about? Out of sight, out of mind. But this new partnership between the state of Hawaii Department of Education to help alleviate some of the student transportation that's being caused by the lack of school bus drivers is a real thing. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about this new partnership.
Yeah, definitely. So in light of the transportation challenges that the Department of Education is having, we reached out to them to see how we can help. And fortunately, they have a partnership on Oahu with the City and County of Honolulu's Department of Transportation Services, where they allow students on that island to ride the bus to get around island and to and from school. So we basically replicate exactly what the bus did, and DOE purchases monthly passes from us, and then they in turn distribute them to students that live near Hele On bus routes island-wide, so that they can now have transportation to and from school. And then of course they can use the monthly pass for other activities like after school, going to a job on weekends, go to the movies and whatnot. So it's a great way for students to have mobility around the island especially if they don't have a car.
Now, for someone who may have never rode the Hele On bus before, and I want to check out to see if my child or we as a family live close to a Hele On bus route or a location, how would I go about doing that?
So right now on our website, we have schedules for all of the routes that we operate. We just recently restructured the transit system on September 5th based on a master plan that was adopted by the county in 2018. And we have basically buses running island-wide, frequent service in urbanized areas like Hilo, Kailua Kona, Waimea, the Puna district. We also have 7-day-a-week service on many of those routes as well. Most of those routes run every hour. And the connecting routes operate either 1 to 6 trips a day, depending on the route in question. We also have more service to Waikoloa Village, where a lot of our students actually originate from, going to schools in West Hawaii. And we can help do trip planning through our dispatch staff at Roberts Hawaii. We're also working with Google, Apple, and Bing Maps to incorporate our routes in their mapping program. So you can actually put where you're at and where you're going, and all of our bus routes will show up.
What? Technology. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Our high schoolers are on that. They know. Our middle schoolers. That's amazing. You know, it's interesting. I know that, you know, under the circumstances, our bus drivers are being, you know, really affected by the pandemic, and the children, the families. And the first week of school, it was a little rough for some, you know, a lot of our families. And like I mentioned, out of sight, out of mind. If you don't have children at the high school or even any of our schools, you wouldn't know what we're talking about. And so this partnership is a huge, huge way to alleviate some of the pressures of our families right now. I'm actually trying to get onto the website. Could you direct me as to, like, if you're walking me through it, I would go to the County of Hawaii website or Hele On?
Yes, you go to heleonbus.org.
Okay, Hele On. I'm gonna just like Tutu. Okay, hold on. Auntie's doing it. Hold on. Hele On bus.org. Okay, I just want to pull this up so everybody is knowing I'm doing it myself as well. Okay, heleonbus.org. Oh, there we are. Okay, great.
And then if you click on routes and schedules on the right-hand side.
Routes and schedules. Yeah, I see that. Okay, routes and schedules.
And then down on that page lists all of our routes by East Hawaii, West Hawaii, and North Hawaii.
Got it. I
And
see
then
it.
if you click on each of those links, they'll connect you to a timetable where you can see basically a route map of where the bus goes and a schedule, where on the schedule we show what is called time points. And that's where the bus is supposed to be when it's operating, but there are many bus stops in between those time points. And how our system works right now is if there's no Hele On bus stop sign nearby, you can, as long as you're at a safe intersection where the bus can pull over, you can wave your hand as the bus is arriving and the bus will stop and pick you up.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, that's easy, simple. I can see the southbound to Captain Cook, northbound to Kona Commons, and the list goes on. It has all the specific locations, approximate times. This is amazing. Now, do we apply if my family wanted to get my son on this particular route? Do I go through the school to get this bus pass, or do I just get it directly through you?
No, you have to go through the school and you have to go through the student transportation office.
Okay.
And also on our website, under news, on the left-hand side of the website, you'll see a link called Hele On Department of Education and Hawaiʻi Public Schools Partnership.
Okay. Yep.
And
I
that's
see it.
all the instructions on how to access the Hele On bus pass through DOE.
Awesome. Awesome. Anything else we need to share, John, or is this pretty much this is amazing. Awesome work.
So I think another thing I would like to talk about, if that's okay, is that starting tomorrow, we have a partnership with Uber, and Hawaiʻi County residents can access Uber by if they need to get to and from a vaccination clinic to get vaccinated from this COVID-19 virus that we're dealing with right now.
Wow. So we just get onto the Uber app and let them know?
So how it works is also on our website, heleonbus.org. You'll see a link under news. Not under news. On the right-hand side, you'll see a link that says free transportation to vaccination clinics. And when you click on that link, it gives you instructions on how to get a voucher from Uber. And then it'll basically allow you up to $15 from where you are to the vaccination clinic and another $15 to go back from the vaccination clinic home. And you can do that 4 times so that you can get your second shot if you get the Moderna or Pfizer.
Awesome. That was simple. It just took me to the voucher. Just took me to the voucher and put in my information for Uber. Wow.
Yep. As long as you have an Uber app with an Uber account, you'll be able to access this voucher. For people that don't have credit cards, they will accept Uber gift cards or gift cards with Visa and MasterCard logos. So basically everybody can have access to this transportation opportunity.
Awesome, John. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for this important information that we're sharing with our CAPA listeners. For everyone who's listening on air right now, please go to our CAPA Facebook. Right below this video, I have all the links to heleonbus.org and how you can access all of this information at your fingertips. John, it's been a pleasure. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Happy trails.